Welcome to Make a Statement. And remember, in your daily lives, that simply making a statement can make a difference. This is your host, Whitehurst.
None of y'all confront him. I'm so blind in our own mind. We wouldn't even know God or we in front of him. And I read your books, know all your remixes to the Bible. What about a verse for the thugs, cure with drugs and survival? Let's ask some chapters, name of Mark, Malcolm, and Farrakhan. In all my history books, only one died was the Americans. And that's the point of my who's responsible for Vietnam. And hold on, there's more here. 2 world wars. And how come the judges make more than the teachers making? Even raising all the taxes, got to fight for education. Life is crazy, yeah.
We live in a day and time where if you just make a statement, you can make a difference. You can cause a ripple effect all over this nation, all over this world. And you can make a difference this day and time by simply making a statement. So, I've been talking about not wanting our African American leaders to cause a divide in the African American community. And this stuff gets kind of scary because some information that I gained from a resource online that I'll give you later on, if you follow it, you can see how possibly an African American divide in the country at this time can flow over into a political divide, and it can have some adverse effect for us being able to get Barack Obama elected for a second term. Something to think about. Even if it didn't affect us politically, we just need to kill the divide in the African American community. It's held us back for so long, since Martin Luther King and his assassination, over the years, and from what I've seen in my 25-year short lifetime. I know some of y'all are like, yeah, he got milk behind his ears still. Just in my short lifetime, even in small communities, you have African American leaders fighting against one another over 300 people or 1,500 people or even 5,000 people. Wow. There are about 300 million people just in America for you to minister to, for you to talk to, for you to have some kind of influence or effect on. Why in the world would you want to fight over 5,000 people out of 300 million, approximately 20-something million that are black, or 60 million that are black in the whole United States of America? It just doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, I want to continue dealing with sending a message to our African American leaders and letting them know that we don't need a divide in the African American community, especially at a time such as this. And I said I was going to deal with some key leaders, and so I made a statement about Barack Obama. And now I want to continue, and I want to make a statement about Al Sharpton and what I call the Steve Harvey category. Okay? And then I'm going to go on to make a statement about Tavis Smiley and Dr. Cornel West. Because on the national stage right now, those are the ones that are getting most of the media attention and are out there being the most voiceful when it comes to the state of black America. And I want to emphasize that make a statement is not an African American or by any means a racial segment or internet segment. this issue just happens to be the issue that I want to make a statement about, to jump this thing off and start up, make a statement. You can come on make a statement with your webcam, or simply recording a statement on the recorder on your computer, right there, and email a statement to us, or call us, or talk to us via YouTube or Facebook or Twitter or whatever, on any issue that you want to. If you want to get on here and you want to tell these rappers to stop setting these ridiculous trends that are now costing our young men and impoverished communities to be fined because they want to walk around with the pants hanging below their waist, and whatever you want to talk about, you can come on make a statement and you can talk about it. So I want to continue talking about the divide and not wanting the divide in the African American community. And so let's deal with Al Sharpton, Mr. Al Sharpton, Reverend Al Sharpton. First of all, you are to be commended, and we are to commend Reverend Al Sharpton for the stand that he does take on the side of right and the side of justice in America. And he is very voiceful, and he ain't scared, and he'll let you know he ain't scared, and he'll get out there and he will fight, and he will show up when it's time to show up for a cause, and he is to be commended for that. We want to also commend Mr. Steve Harvey. I especially want to commend Steve Harvey for the step in the initiative that he took with what he did with the young men, with that program. That was excellent. And I looked at it on his website, and you can look it up for more information. He mentored some young men, and that should start a ripple effect. Steve Harvey sent a strong message to the black community that, you know, a lot of these young folks are growing up without father figures, and it's not always a criminal issue when we're looking at their behavior problems. Sometimes it's a character issue. Sometimes it's because they didn't have a daddy at home to grab them and say, look, son, a man don't wear his pants down below his waist, and a man has respect for a woman, and a man knows how to wear his hat, and a man don't walk around with earrings in his ear. But anyway, it's another subject. My brother got an earring in his ear, has an earring in his ear, so don't take offense to that, whatever. We want to deal with Al Sharpton in what I call a Steve Harvey category. I want to say to the Al Sharpton and Steve Harvey category, I understand your stance, and I understand you want to defend President Barack Obama. I want to defend him too, because he's my president. But stop being overcritical of other African American critics of Barack Obama who are overcritical of Barack Obama. I understand that they're being overcritical of him, but you know, some of them do have valid points. For example, Tavis Smiley has a valid point to bring up the fact that we need special attention paid to our young black men, because young black men are in a worse crisis than any other segment of a citizen of the United States of America at this time, and in a worse crisis than we've ever seen in a long time, since Jim Crow and since slavery and all of that stuff. I mean, the trend for young men is the fact that most of them won't finish high school, and then they'll end up in the system. They were raised without a father, and then you got a lot of mothers even going to prison now, and they're taking our young men and sticking them in prison. So they have valid issues.